Hello everybody, and we are back after my long break. It's been like 7 days, I think, since my last video, and I didn't get to go on my holiday because, as you can probably tell, I'm still a little bit nasally. Yeah, to quote Janice from Friends. Yes, I got COVID. I got ill. My wife brought it back from the UK. I got it living in the same house with her, and I didn't feel brilliant. And I've still got a bit of a sore throat, blocked up nose, headache, things like that. But generally, I'm feeling a little bit better. So, what's been happening with the Derby save, Dave? Well, yeah. It's not gone brilliantly. I think in the last video, we were in a Champions League spot. 4th, 5th, we were around there. Yeah. We've progressed a bit further. We're just coming up to the January transfer window. We're in a relegation battle. If we look at the league table, yeah, it's we're 1 point above relegation. Yeah, it's all gone. It's all gone really badly. It's all gone really, really badly. So we were around here somewhere for the last episode. It was great. It was fun. Everyone was having a great time. Great time. Then we played Bournemouth, Liverpool, Man City. And it all went sort of tits up. And then we played Leeds and Wolves. And it carried on going tits up. Then we lost to Villa. That wasn't very good. And then we beat Crystal Palace. And I was like, yes, we're on to something here. We're on the upward trend. It's going well. We haven't won a game in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. We were going to come back for, I think, Leeds and Wolves, I think. But I ploughed on through. I was ill. I needed something to do with my time. I haven't been working. So I've been playing a lot of City Skylines, which hopefully there'll be a video out on the second channel for that soon as well. Football Manager and eFootball. So, yeah, plenty to get us going in terms of videos when I'm ready to get going again, like properly daily. Hopefully I can record this and then do one tomorrow and get into a bit of a rhythm again as I start to feel better. But we'll see how it goes. I don't want to rush anything. It is only a hobby, and I've got to think of my actual income from my proper job. So a 0-0 against Southampton, 3-1 loss to Everton, a 0-0 against Norwich, a 1-0 loss to Leicester, a 2-1 loss to Tottenham, and a 2-0 loss to Liverpool. Our big issue is scoring goals. Yeah, it's a real big issue. And with these issues come drastic decisions. We are just about to click in to the January transfer window. And there are people leaving the club in this January transfer window to give us some means of a transfer budget. Given this is Net Spend FC, we currently have, I think, about 8 million to spend. I can't really remember. It might even be less than that. It might be less than that. We can go through it if you want, but there's no point because I've already figured out what the exact number is, and I've got it written down on this sticky note here, and it's a lot more than 7 or 8 million pounds. So let's get into January and go through what's happening. Aha! January the 1st. Here we go. Always love this bit. Rumours in the press have been linking Derby County with T.S. Oosting. Yeah, no, probably not. Really? No, I don't think so. Albert Sambi Lakonga, who I know is a very good player on this game, does get transfer listed a lot, is in our sort of budget, but I think it could be too much to spend on one player because we still, we've got a lot to do. And Dan Glazer, who plays for Maccabi Tel Aviv, he is Israeli, and he's well within our budget, but not really the position we're looking for. Right. We do have Bournemouth, actually. Is it today? It's today. Bournemouth v Derby. 14th v 15th. We're all both very close to relegation, so there's going to be quite a lot on the line. Now, my plan for today's video is January might be done in 2 parts, because we're just going to record. I'm going to record for 30 minutes on the dot, right? To give you a bit of like insider knowledge or something like that, or a sort of estimate of how long we've been going. 5 minutes and 20 seconds exactly as I looked at my recording software there. So we're going to be recording for 30 minutes. So I have no idea how long this video is going to be. There's going to be no gameplay in it, or no games. It's all going to be transfers. So let's crack on, because we've got 30 minutes or 25 minutes to see what's happening. So here we go. Right. Well, Plymouth have signed Jake Vokins for £500,000. We bought him for 12k. For a guy that played once for us in the Premier League, I think £500,000's pretty good. He had some potential, could have got better if I'd played him more. I didn't play him more, so he's gone. Jake Vokins has left. £500,000 added to the kitty. Next up, Cornell McDonald. Didn't want to sign a new contract because he wasn't getting enough game time. We've sold him for 103k. Came through the youth academy. Free money, right? 105k. Bosh. In the kitty. Done. Agatsi really doesn't want to leave and doesn't want to sign a new contract. Or no clubs want to buy him and no one wants to sign him. So, yeah. It's an odd one. It's an awkward one, that one. Got a few more things here coming through. Angelo wins Young Player of the Month or whatever. Right. Other transfer news. Transfer history then. Timo Pukki's gone. No, that was when we signed him on a free transfer. Timo Pukki's gone. £300,000. He was terrible. He did nothing for us. No goals, no assists in 4 games, 6.7. Wasn't really playing. 300 grand. He's buggered off to Mexico. Money in the kitty. Job done. Jake Vokins we've looked at. Coronel McDonald we've looked at. Matty Longstaff is joining Reading for £1 million. We picked him up on a free transfer. He's joined them for £1 million. Money in the kitty. You'll get a theme. That's what we're going for at the moment, is money in the kitty. Right, before we go and look at who else is moving, the £2.6 million we got from the Boggle transfer has also been added to the kitty, because you guys said that's probably the best thing to do. It is money being generated into the club, even though we didn't do the transfer. That's what's happening. So that's a bit more money in. Other news then. These are the other players that are leaving. Senat Miange, the left back / centre back, he is also leaving very, very soon, the 26th of January, at the end of the month, to Rubin Kazan. And we've got a whopping £2.8 million for him. Great. We picked him up on a free. Brilliant. Money in the kitty. Hasn't played very well in the Premier League. Probably just a little bit above his level. Happy to cash in on him. Money in the kitty. Money in the kitty. That is what matters. Placheta, probably is probably how you pronounce it. Placheta, he's leaving as well. We bought him in for 425k from Norwich. Did well, okay in the Championship. Did well in League One. Okay in the Championship. Terrible in the Premier League. There's a reason why Norwich sold him when he was with them. Yes, he is moving to Real Zaragoza for 3.3 million. Money in the kitty. That's all we care about. Lovely, lovely stuff. He is moving to Real Zaragoza, and I couldn't be happier because he's really not been very good for us. And then the big one. Victor Gaorquez, Swedish international. Hasn't actually been too bad for us, but limited game time in the Premier League. 13 appearances, 1 goal, 6.57. In fact, he's been dreadful. We paid Coventry City £2.6 million for him. We have got £9.25 million for him from Hajduk Split. Massive money in the kitty, giving us a total money spending availability wise, that's really bad English, £19 million. Actually, it's 18.99 million, but we're going to call it £19 million. So what I did is I went into the finances, shifted everything into the wage budget to the lowest value I could, which is 25. So as of time of recording, that needs to end on about 6 million, right? That needs to be transfer budget left, 6 million-ish, and that sort of works. So £19 million is what we've got to spend, and my word, do we need to buy some players, because our squad is looking thin. That is still, the squad is looking thin now, and we still have Placheta, Gaorquez and Miange in the squad, right? So he leaves on the 4th, 3 days' time. Gaorquez leaves on the 18th, so middle of the month, and Miange leaves at the end of the month. So, yeah. So what do we need? Pretty much just good players. We need to bring in starting players. Right back. We 100% need a good right back. Like, Hickey's done all right when he's played over there, but he actually wants to be a left back. He hasn't performed brilliantly. I'm wondering, do we try and cash in on him as well? Because he's young, he's got a big value and asking price. Might offer him out because the Premier League does seem to be a little bit above his level. It's also very early in his career, though, so I don't want to jump to conclusions. Central midfield, I'm pretty happy. James Garner, Max Bird, Jason Knight, Louis Sibley. Who else have we got in there? We've got some other people that can play in there as well. Donovan on loan. Vasilev can play attacking midfield if we need to. Miguel Aziz is in there. I think central midfield we're all right. Could do with another centre-back, because Bielik and Deschamps Bernard still have fitness issues, but not a major priority. Goal scorer. creative midfielder, creative attacking midfielder, or creative wingers. That's what we really need. Damari Gray, he's done all right since being here. Another one that we've bought in on a free, so we're probably going to cash in on him and get loads of money in the future of the save, but doesn't really matter. A right winger is probably what we're shouting out for. Louis Sibley's been playing out there, and he's not actually done too bad, but if he's not playing well, we don't score goals. Even Liam Delap has dropped off recently. 8 goals in 16 appearances, and yeah, they all came really soon, like really quickly. If we go to form, so yeah, I mean, not where can we see goals? Where's goals? Goals here. So he hasn't scored since Crystal Palace, since our last win, which was 6 games ago. So he's another one. If he's not scoring goals, we don't really have anyone else to do it. So goal scorer, some sort of creative wide man. Right back, maybe a centre back, and that's about it really. Pontus Dahlberg, he's been playing reasonably well. 6.9, 4 clean sheets, 28 conceded in 19. I mean, we're a crappy Derby team, right? We're expecting to have a busy goalkeeper that's conceding goals. First off, let's go and look at what the scouts have found. So what I will say is we are looking for bargains. I want to get this £19 million to be as widely spread, but also bring in quality, which I think is going to be very difficult, but let's go and have a look. We are trusting our scouts as a first sign of judgment to see what's out there and what we can do. So, my automatic worry is that the 2 people that could be right backs are £18 million and £11.5 million, which is very, very annoying. Yes, age is no option either. If they're old but they're going to do a job, fine. Brilliant. Bring him in. Really don't care. Immediately, though, I am drawn to Harry Wilson at Fulham. Once of Liverpool. Right-hand side. Left-footed. Would come in and be the best winger. £9 million. That's a lot of money, isn't it? That's a lot of money. In the Championship, has performed well. In the Premier League, hasn't performed well. We're judging on his history. Sorry, mate. You're out. You are not our guy. There's Sammy Lakonga. Would love to bring him in. Joe Willock. Ooh, 8.4 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Oh my God, this is going to be really tough. As you can see, other than actually saying we're going to use my scouts as judgment, I have done no research. I've got to this point in the game and I have not done any research to say, this is what we need, this is where I'm going to go out and look. So, yeah, at the moment, I'm sort of flying just by using the scouts, which could be a bit of a concern. Now, let's narrow this down, right? Let's narrow this down. Right back. We want a right back. Let's search by transfer value and see if there is anyone out there with Brandon Williams for 3.2 million. Has he been terrible in the Premier League? The answer to that is yes, but he's only played twice. Brandon Williams seems like he should be a really good player. And I feel like for £3 million-ish, that could be an option. Let's go and scout him for a week. Get his scouts on him for a week, just to have a look. Right. Okay. It really drops off a cliff. 5.6, 3.2, 650k. What is happening there? Zach Swanson, who are you? No, we need someone to come in and do a job now. Frederick Gilbert. Gilbert. I mean, I'd love to say his name like that. So can we get him in? 5.6 million. Wanted on loan by Sheffield United. No. This is tough. This is tough. Omar Abdellaoui. Is that the old Abdellaoui? 33, yeah, bloody hell. Who did he used to play for? Hull City, Man City. Oh, God. Abdellaoui, I remember him. 105k. He's no good. He's no good. Okay, we are proper basement bargain hunting. Right, let's see if we get a bit more luck with a right winger. Right winger, Bosch, off the mark. Right, Ritsu Doan is not looking too bad. £13.5 million. Could be interesting. Ryan Christie, 29, 42.5 grand, 12.5 million. There's Harry Wilson. Josh Sargent. I mean, Last year didn't do too badly. This year, 1 appearance, 6.4. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're our man, Josh. You're going to be the classic American, aren't you? You're going to be hard-working, two-footed, but lacking a bit in technical stuff. We'll give him a scout. Oh, hang on a minute. Get the world package on there, lad. Come on. Exactly the same players. Brilliant. Daniel Maldini. Now, isn't he meant to be really highly rated in real life? We're going to get a scout report there, because he could be another one for 4.6 million. He could be another one. Keep an eye out. That's all we've got to do. I mean, Harry Wilson is an A-. Like, is it just that Fulham weren't using him right in the Premier League? Because that season before, 33 games, 6.97. I'm sort of feeling Harry Wilson would be a superb signing. 27 years old, 9 million, would leave us with 10 million. So if we went, let's say, for example, 9 million on Harry Wilson, 3 million-ish, 3.2 on Brandon Williams, if he's our right back that we go for, depending on what the scouts say. And that would give us 7-ish million for a striker, who in theory could play back up to Delap up front, right? There's no reason to come in and say we're going to buy a world-class, got-to-be starting for a striker. Immediately, my eye is drawn to Eddie Nketiah, which is probably an error. But given the fact he's really, really quick and he's got great finishing and composure, he probably could fit our system quite well. So far, one appearance, 1 goal, 1 assist and a 7.6. 11 appearances, 6.7. 20 appearances, 6.78. 9 appearances, 7. So he's always in and around 6.7. Am I put off just because it's Eddie Nketiah? I feel like I am just being put off because it's Eddie Nketiah. I've got to remember we are not in a very good position here. Bertrand Traore for 750k. That could work for us. We've got a lot of pace. We go back to playing pass into space. We go back to playing a bit more direct. Put it in behind. I mean, there could be something here. And I also feel that that said 750k, didn't it? It did not say 3.3 million. That definitely said 750k. Last scouted on the 1st of the 7th. Okay, let's ask the agent. Look, we just want to know what's going on. Yeah, 750k. Because the interesting thing is, right, is that literally wages mean nothing to us. Because all of our money that we're having that they give us as a transfer budget is going into wages, and then we figure out what we can buy because of net spend. I am very interested in Bertrand Traore. Interesting. I do feel like I am accidentally just looking at cast-offs from other Premier League clubs, which could be a little bit of an issue. But we'll worry about that when I end up buying them, probably. There is, I mean, Castellanos is pretty good on eFootball. 26 years old, Argentinian, probably will fail a work permit, but good dribbling. Again, he wants to play in the middle here. He doesn't really want to play out wide. Good pace, good dribbling. We'll give him a scout. Right, we've got the scouts doing their thing. Let's just see if there's anybody else who could be a bit of a bargain. It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're getting to the end of the barrel. Okay, all right. I mean, Patrick Bamford. Do I really want to go for Patrick Bamford? I don't think I do. But as a striker, he's not done too badly in the Premier League. He really hasn't. And what do they want from 10.5? Oh, we'll get a scout report on him as well. See what the scouts say. Come on then. Well, we're back at winning ways. Derby County 2, Bournemouth 1. We are fortunate to beat them. They had 18 shots to our 9, 2.1 XG to our 1.47. But Jason Knight popped up with 2 goals from attacking midfield. Right, good to know. The only issue is, if we have a quick look at this is what we played, a 4-2-3-1. If we have a quick look at the tactics, yeah, my worry is, on the bench, we have Miange who's leaving, Gaorquez who's leaving, and Placheta. I didn't put him on the bench because I try not to play my bench players. youth guys we've got coming through are looking pretty good, right? They are looking pretty healthy. They are looking pretty handy. And they are getting a splattering of games here and there whenever we play them. But they're really not ready. They're really not ready for us to play right now. I really should pay more attention to these scout reports. They could be useful. Right. Fully scout him. That's not a problem. Ben Davies, I don't think that's... I mean, I did say maybe another centre-back. He's a bit slow. 6'1". Is this the guy they signed from, like, Preston? Yeah. I mean, according to this, he would come in as our best left-back. Bloody hell. Can I say... Oh, can't... 2.5 million? Probably not. His contract's expiring, so we'll leave him on the list. Nathan Phillips, 27-year-old centre-back. 2.4 million. Probably does look a bit better than the other guy. However, does come in as our second best centre-back, so probably not, but we'll keep him on the list. Tanguy Ndombele. Oh, that could be a little bit spicy, couldn't it? Would definitely give us another option in central midfield. His contract is 120 grand a week. Could be a stumbling block. 6.75 million. All right, give us a full scout report on him. Now we're talking. Now we're talking outside of England. Brendan Aronson. Yes, your contract's expiring. I can approach to sign you. You look quite handy. Again, in the Typico Bundesliga, has done okay. Yeah. I feel like he could be useful. Gain a work permit. Good personality. Natural signing philosophies. Great pace. Acceleration. Natural in a couple positions. Fully understands the language. I mean, 100k. Let's talk to his agent. They'd want between 90k and 900k. Okay, so we know we can talk to him about moving on a free. But what happens though is that we need bodies now. 92,000. You want what? That's not what your agent said. That is not what the agent said. Get rid of all of this nonsense. We'll give you 300k. That's what we sold Timo Pukki for. We'll give you get rid of all of this. Get rid of this nonsense. We'll give you. I mean, 500 grand is what we sold Jake Vokins for, who's a really bad left back. What is this nonsense? Cancel it. Get out of here. Get out of here. We'll just talk to you on a free transfer. Sod ya. Right. Regular starter. No. You're a fringe player at the moment, you knobhead. Squad player. There we go. Negotiate contract. 40 grand a week. I know we're in the Premier League, mate, but Jesus. 35. 10. And if we get relegated, you can leave for 5. You can leave for 5 million because we're terrible. We don't really need it. 43. 10.5. And you can have 35. 10.5 is the most you're getting as an appearance fee. And you can have 37.5. There we go. Good boy. Well done. Well done. Right, so we've lined someone up to join in the summer when we might not even be in the Premier League. Brilliant. Okay, so as we get ready for the game against Leeds, we've come to the end of the recording time. Half an hour. We did 2 days, or 3 days in January. Maybe it's going to be more than 2 parts for this January, because this is quite an interesting one. Hopefully, now we've got some scouts out, I'll be able to progress through. And I've got my scouts gone. I've also sent some scouts to Spain, Italy, Holland, France, and Germany to go and hopefully find some players that are transfer listed that we can get bargains for and hopefully fill this squad out a little bit more. But yeah, let me know down below the players we looked at. Any take your eye? What do you think? Where do we need to improve the squad? What are we going to do to get out of this funk? And we will be back. I probably should play a bit more because this is the start of January. We'll come back mid-January, I think. Oh my God, we've got Man City. Right, we'll come back before the Man City game, have a review of what's happened in January by then, and then come back at the end of January. Because if we've spent £19 million in 15 days' time, I've really panicked. And there was a lot of comments on the last video, or the last transfer window special, where it was like, oh my God, Dave didn't panic buy anyone on deadline day. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm making up for it right now. So I'll catch you in the next one. We'll be back in only a few days' time in the game, and hopefully tomorrow if my throat holds out and I'm feeling okay. But yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.